I'm the performing arts director here, so choir, band, theater, all the way TK through 5th grade, all the music here. Love my job, love these students. You're in for a real treat. They have got this thing very down. They practice a lot. A lot of you are parents in here, so you know we basically lived on the stage for a month. And the show is just absolutely wonderful. Do make sure, just double check. I know in this 2025 era, none of us have sound on our phones anymore, but please double check that it's on silent. We are live streaming tonight, so at least the back of your head will be a little bit like live stream famous. A little bit famous. We have a lot of concessions goodies. We also have grams. Grams are little notes that you can leave for your performer or 8th graders or whoever your 2 favorite students are or 3 favorite students. You can write a little note and then we read them during the intermission and the kiddos behind the curtain get to hear that. So it's a nice way to encourage your student. A lot of these kids in this production are first-time performers. First time for musical theater, and it's a big deal. I'm really happy to be part of their first time doing something like this. It's a lot of fun. I feel like you grow a lot when part of musical. We also have candy bouquets. We actually sold out last night on candy bouquets and had to make more, so we do have those available for you. And then over here we have a really cool photo booth. If you haven't utilized that over in this corner during intermission, you just stand there and press start and it takes a cute picture of you. So it's really cool. I encourage you to try it out. I know it's technology, but it's real fun. Somehow we have a photo booth in 1912. It happens. There's also raffle tickets. We have an amazing raffle crew that's put together a lot of baskets. Everything tonight that you contribute, whether it's grams, flower bouquets, the raffle tickets or concessions, all of that goes directly back to the theater program, and we use that to buy costumes for next year. A lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of money goes into putting on fun productions like this. It's not free. We get a ton of support from the school, but it's always my goal to dream bigger and bigger and bigger. So the more we get, the more we can do it. And I think we do a pretty good job at putting on some razzle-dazzle with what we get. I hope sincerely that you enjoy this show. And without further ado, I present Sundale's Music Man Junior. Thank you.
You're crazy with the heat, but credit's no good for a notion salesman.
All aboard!
Why no? What's the matter with credit? It's old-fashioned. Try it. You're an anvil salesman. Does your firm give out credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
Let's go!
For the merchandise. For the button hooks.
For the hard goods.
For the soft goods. For the fancy goods.
Look, what do you talk?
You can talk talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, 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 bicker, 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 you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you got no the territory.
Ever meet a fellow by the name of Hill?
Hill?
Hill.
Hill?
No!
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Never heard of his salesman, Hill.
Now he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory? What's the fella's on?
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
A doggone thing. He's just a bang, he's belting and things all break your neck and nothing with for it. Every time a bullseye says, nothing but Harold Hill, Harold Hill.
Tell us what's his line.
Come on, he's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory. What are you talking
He's a music man.
He's a what? He's a what?
He's a music man and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the ragtime. The big brass bass, and the bigelow, the uniform suit with the shiny gold braid on the
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a lips off big trombone. No, sir. Madeline Picker has it. Here and there, not a heart.
No, it's all bands, boys bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king. And he dallies and he dallies and he cuts and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The pirate brings in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The pirate brings in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory. All right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never saw him in my life, but I know this much. He's giving every one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive gets automatically tarred and feathered and rode out to the city limits on a rail.
But why should he get rode out to the city limits on a railroad?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach them kids to play and then form them kids into a band, with himself as the leader.
Sure like to be around and catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Hill wouldn't try to sell them neck-coat Hawkeyes out here. Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try. Don't believe I caught your name. I don't believe I dropped it. Squires. Yes, I'd be interested in a rig on Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Then I expect the officer man in charge of hiring rigs. Who's late as usual? Hey, Gregory!
Marcellus!
You won't son of a witness.
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
But Greg, what are you doing here? And when did you know he was coming?
I didn't know I was myself. Besides, how could I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were in the business with me.
Ginger so shares the way you work. Besides, I already got me a nice comfortable girl at the top of the boss's knees.
Oh, gone legitimate how I knew you'd come in no good.
What's the new pitch? You're not back in that band business. I heard you off the steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now, give me the lowdown here, Morris.
You never get anywhere in the band business with these 7 miles, Greg. Besides, they got a stuck-up music teacher who'll expose you before you can get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
A music teacher? She's librarian. Female.
Perfect. That's just what I wanted to hear. If you see her pass by, point her out to me.
I will. How are you gonna start the pitch?
Same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance, and then my next step will be to get your town into serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Well, then I have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You remember. So, what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except that Billard's power just put it in a pool table.
Never had a pool table here before?
No, only Billard's.
That'll do. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you're not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a good player, certainly mighty proud to say, almost mighty proud to say. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Help you cultivate horse sense, a cool head, and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table, pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum, with a capital B in that rhymes with B, and that stands for fool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversations go on with the local one around that hall? Maybe you're trying out Beagle, trying out QS, trying out K-Lemonades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breakfast sets at 1 by night. They leave the pool hall, head to the dancing zero, religion, man, and scarlet women and a rag. Shameless music that'll drag your son, your daughter to the arms of the jungle and a woman's big mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T that rhymes with P and then it stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Are certain words creeping into his conversations? Words like swell and so's your old man? If so, my friends, you got trouble. Right here in River City. With a capital T in that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. With a T. That rhymes with P. And that stands for pool.
right, Amaryllis. Now your exercises. So, double, raise, kneel, slow, and please keep your fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind my saying so, it couldn't hurt you to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in all of that.
Well, excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the mentality of bigger city people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the last local life was interested to me of the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't hold my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, what all woman's got a husband and you've got none. Why should you take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all the other high-flying Greeks.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have that habit of changing every sentence.
Yes, I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about the stranger.
What's a stranger?
With the suitcase, it may be our very last chance.
Mom, do you think that I'm going back to celebrating all that I have my standards for men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards. If you don't mind my saying so, it's not about a lie. Who could hope to measure up to that when you call women St. Patrick? No one wiser. You could call it for yourself. An Irish imagination, Aristotle, and your life that boast.
Well, those are the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have-
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Is that a way to walk up to the house?
Hello.
I'll have a hug for my boy. The lady up there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Linda.
What the frick's your manners?
I'm having a party this Saturday. Will you come? I would especially like it very much if you come, Linda.
Well, Winthrop, Emerald asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
You know the logo's name, Winthrop.
He knows Amaryllis because of that S, because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his list, Emerald. Well, Winthrop,
I bet you don't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lives?
It's not only because he lives, Amaryllis. That's just part of it.
Well, what's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he doesn't talk very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me. I do him though. Every night I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do the very second you see it too, or it doesn't count. Good night, Linda. Good night, sweet time.
There, darling, you have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never! I will end up an old man like you.
For the time being, just say, good night, my someone. You can put the name in when the right scene comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your cross piece.
No, I met when I crossed him.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining its brightest light. Good night, my love. Good night. Sweet dreams be yours to dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they would. And good night, my someone. Good night.
Eulalie McKechnie for leading the scene. As Mayor of River City, I welcome you, River citizens, to the 4th of July exercises set up for the indoors here in Madison Gymnasium. On account of the weather, 4 score. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present patriotic tableau. Instead, the American Legion girls of local troop 44 will present spectacle, My Wife, in which my wife, Eulalie McKechnie, will be taking a leading part.
Now that is my tear and they tremble. Why don't I red
I'm shot, George! You shot me! Who set off that cracker?
I know who did it. Tommy G-Les did it. Tommy G-Les did it. Yes, it was Tommy G-Les.
Tommy Julius, I would only if I were you.
Mrs. Shinwill, recover. Today's fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii will take place, providing the rain stops by 9:30.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair?
Sure did. That's when we all prepared for a storm. Because that's accurate most of the time, and you know it, JC.
You went on for your long debate, it's just being accurate most of the time.
All the world I said was...
Never mind.
We heard there was a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Just a minute.
Is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises till we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children. Resist sin and corruption. Smite that devil and keep our young boys pure. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Hurrah! Don't think, my friends, how can any pool table have the hope to compete with a gold trombone? Rah, 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 da, 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 rah, rah. Remember, my friends, with a handful of trumpets, is it famous? Fabled walls of Jericho, opening apart the walls, come tumbling down. Well, this band will do it, my friends. So yes, a boys band, you hear me? I say River City's got to have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand, and River City's got to have a boys band. As sure as the Lord made a little bit out, and that band's going to be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, the thunder of rolling drums, the shiver of trumpets, Tantara! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great Creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close ahead. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper bottom, Tiffany, and horse platoon, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bell, euphoniums, and big bassoons. Each bassoon having a big fat say. 50 mounted cannon, the battery, thundering, thundering, louder than before. Clarinets of every size, and trumpeters who would improvise a full octave higher than the storm.
That man is a spellbinder. I want his credentials. Grab that hoodlum.
Thank you, Professor. Have to take an example with him. Ringleader, you know. What he does, the gang does.
Chisel Pete, let me go.
You wild kid, yeah? Tagging down Main Street after mildest girl last Sunday?
I was in either tag.
Don't you contradict me.
We was just walking, Chisel Pete.
You watch your phraseology. I know what you're doing, my little Gracie senior. Now you stay away from mildest girl, or you'll hear from me till who lay rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this band thing. Over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. Man, I want that spellbinder's credentials.
Teacher Oliver responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough, and he's got a gang waiting outside.
Now, ma'am, I'll show you how to make up a gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss, what's your name?
Sunita, I don't have any idea he was beckoning me. He gets.
Do you know Tommy Doodles?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the young lady home. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir, do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
He gets. Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. You made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor owns the billiard parlor and that pool table.
Oh, well, what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl. Sir, Professor Hill, we'd like your credentials or the school board.
Academic certificates.
Nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers.
Make it a political bomb.
What am I hearing? Say, ice cream.
Ice cream. But I don't see it, man. If I can try to
All right, then, talk. Right here.
ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See, singing is only sustained talking. Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir. Ladies, from now on, you'll never see one of these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream.
How can there be anything sincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I've got some wonderful caramels over at the hotel if
Mr.
you...
Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college to get the degree for annoying women on the street, like a Saturday night ride at a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that myself. I'm a conservatory man. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of Lot 5.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? I never think, Mr. Hill, I'm not so easily mesmerized and proven to some people in this town. And I think it only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill! We're all in God, simply in God, on the QB!
Everyone's so excited about the band.
I'm Ella Toppenmeyer, and this is Mrs. Hicks, and this is Squires, and of course, you've met your lady, McKechnie! Hey, our mayor's wife. Isn't this exciting, you lady?
Oh, I could not say. Oh no, I could not say it this time. My husband would wish to investigate, I'm sure. And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, I understand, Mrs. Shin. But you see, part of my music plans include a committee on the dance and... No way, do that again, Mrs. Shin. The way you raised your foot just now.
Well, I have a bunion there that
Oh, what grace, what natural flow of rhythm, what expression of line and movement. You must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary of the classic dance, mustn't you, ladies?
Oh yes, please, you must, you lady!
Every move you make bespeaks Delsarte. Will you say yes, Mrs. Shin?
Eulalie McKechnie Shin. That is dancing.
Then you accept?
Yes, indeed. And I would like to...
Thank you. Now the young lady who plays the piano, Marion Prue, I believe. After all, she is the librarian. Very books.
She came here, old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison? Madison Gymnasium?
Mm-hmm.
Madison Picnic Park?
Mm-hmm.
Madison Hospital?
Mm-hmm.
That Miser Madison?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Who do you think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. Gave the town the library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city, but he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming from this place.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That woman made with the children here. She had gold in her eye and silver voice and transparent ring. The smell of that on the real, a whole bread is cold as steel here. For whose heart she left River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her. Show
Yes, I'm just what you need over at the hotel. All me. Good night, ladies.
It's intermission time. There is still time to get your raffle tickets, grab some concessions. and buy a candy with me.
any different.
What are you talking about?
You were probably very young. Anybody can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please. Only be in town a short while and the sadder the wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The library.
Quiet, please.
The library. You're not listening, Marion. Look, Marion. Marble, 6 ceilings, 8 avenues, a dozen beauties, and 1 big glass with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop off. Madam Librarian, what can I do? My dear, to make it clear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us if the library caught on fire, and the volunteer host brigade men, and whisper the news to Marion. Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to catch your ear? I need you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I can lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to dead. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it. In the moonlight, and a fellow would know that his darling had heard every word of his song. The moonlight helping along. Mrs. Peru, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
If your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George! Not that he can ever really be great, you understand, but...
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the really great cornet players are Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendes, O'Klein?
Well, Professor, we are Irish.
No, really, that clinches it. Sign here, Mrs. Prue. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 lunch money. Nothing more due till the first installment payable in the opening of band practice. And of course, I'll need your boy's measurements for his band uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son.
Would it have
A stripe? Certainly, my boy, a wide red stripe on each side. What do you think of that?
I hope you can see with us, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day even to us. So if you get him to play in the band, that'd be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
What's she now?
Gold medal class of Ot 5. Hello, Miss Prue.
Mr. Hill. He wants to put with them in the band.
Do you listen to everyone come like this?
Period.
We're not interested.
Now, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
I hope you can excuse Mary, Professor. She's not really...
Please, I'm sure that at heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Mrs. Prue.
Good day to you too, Professor. Mary Peru.
Has he gone?
I hope not forever, darling. I told you everything in your future. Gary Indiana. Conservatory class of Ot 5. No, darling.
Now, Mama, the fact that he claimed his commodity is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
All right, darling. All right. It's only a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and there's still another, you'll never strike much with fire.
Mama! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask the scrub to hand you the book I've set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large round volume with box corners.
Do I have to?
You won't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down.
Now what are you up to? Why do you need books at this hour of the night?
I have a friend in the Indiana State Educational Journal. They helped me post some large quotes from the professor's plans.
I said it morning of July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but...
And now the whole town's turned upside down. The school board's singing upstream and down alleys at 10 City Matters.
Mayor Shin, I found something very interesting in this book about the professor whose alma mater.
His who?
His university.
I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of it. Gary Conservatory class of Ot 5.
If you'll just take time to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll go further. It's on page.
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon's just coming up from the depot.
At this hour of day, the Wells Fargo wagon?
It could be the band instrument.
The band instruments? I want that band's credential.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday.
In March I got a great man in Children, you will each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Sister, I've never seen anything so scrumptious, soul thing. Oh, sister.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill, but I better hear some by-gat tune out of the horns in pretty short order. I'll see you in front of a grand jury. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
Come, George.
Hold on, I've got to get something from the librarian.
Mr. Hill, I've never seen Wickham so happy. Thank you.
My pleasure, Miss Bruce.
Start out, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new set Professor Hill taught us.
All right, what did it be?
Shaboopy.
Now I'm gonna miss on my birthday, super lovey-dovey. I'm gonna miss something and why not miss anything but fussy. Now I'm gonna miss on the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's the girl who's not is found. She said shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy. The girl who's hard to get. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
But you can't win her yet.
Keep your hands off my daughter.
Mr. Shin, Your Honor, me and your daughter are going to say behind your back. We'd rather you in front of your back, but...
I'm gonna warn you once more.
Now, George.
Not one poop bagging, madam.
I think he means peeve.
You know what I see written all over you? Reform school. Get out, you wild kid.
Papa, please, it's fabulous. I feel like one in the market. Kick ass.
You watch your phraseology, woman. Go home.
Mr. Mayor, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in town. You will be waiting in line to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members have to foregather on wheelchairs on account of them tripping on their own beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feather, never mind. Oliver, JC, you were on. I want this man's references and I want it tonight. Don't let him on the other side. He's slippery into the Mississippi sturgeon.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably. I think it was wonderful you coming to Tommy's defense.
Well, the man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave man only 500.
I just wish I was a little bit informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop Cornet.
It's cornet, mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. Tell me about some think system. If you think the minuet in G, you won't have to walk with the notes. Now, Professor.
Now, Miss Marion, the think system is a revolutionary method, I must admit. But if you allow me, I cannot discuss these things here in public, but if you allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, we make this week.
Hey, little dog, big little dog, little tick, 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 walk, big little dog, big little dog, take a little dog.
You are so cute, and it's pretty good Professor Hill.
Tick, 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 walk, big little dog, big little dog, tick, 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 tick.
You danced the fairy princess.
With the living fairy walk, you had golden shimmering hair, silver shoes for all to see. We know that you will feel alone, forgiving hearts and fears gone. Here, come for a woman's heart to take you.
Gary, Indiana, our home sweet home.
I'll be back in a minute. I have to go to Amarillo for my live prom. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
Leave the dishes. I'll do them, Mama.
You're the piano teacher in town?
Why, yes.
Then you must know about this fellow Hill forming a boys' band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades. Swindle and two-bit thimble-rigger. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cow. Animal salesman. But just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindle.
Mr. Cow, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. That fellow's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see through him. He's no more professor.
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception in his scholastic.
Now wait a minute. Fine director. Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life. And he never will.
You'll never make it to the train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I got to leave work. And I can see you ain't the one to leave with.
I've never met a man who sells endos before. That's something quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Animals have a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I miss that train, I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about that fellow Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not in your tin time. How do I know you delivered these letters?
Try me. There's the train now, run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois. And that's 102 counties. Not counting piano teachers like you he goes up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marian, dear, who was you just talking to? Why, Professor Hill?
Mrs. Brew, the top of the evening. Miss Marion.
You and Marian come up and said, I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Then I'll put some on.
Shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Professor Hill, is it true that you... What I'm trying to say is, I must be very good company for a man of experience.
Now say, where did you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job to let a Winterford out of some security. Surely you don't...
Of course, that's exactly what I'm saying. And why do you think people start these rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy mostly, I guess.
And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Just that. But of course it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, well, take you for instance. Your attentions to customers and, well, teachers might easily be misinterpreted. Mightn't they? I mean, honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say, if another salesman or somebody were jealous, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just proves you should never believe everything here. I mean, if you discuss things...
Now, Miss Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you, but couldn't we do it sitting down? You do say your knees bend and all.
We could sit on the porch steps.
Or we could sit on a large hollow log over the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk. Meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Please, some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
My dear little library, pile up enough tomorrows if you would, go and collect nothing but a handful of empty essays. I don't know about you, but I like to make today worth remembering. The footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What? I just told Professor Hill meeting at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory in the saints be praised, it works!
What does?
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket.
Same thing. He's had his hand in your wall, mister, in yours, madam, and yours, little lady, ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band, there never has been any band, and there never will be any band. And if you don't hunt this man down like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me? Well, what are we waiting for?
After him, and when you find him, take him to the schoolhouse. After him.
What time does the train go?
At 40 from the junction.
Why, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, if you want to turn a run around here and get yourself out of job, you go.
All right, Morris, I'll meet you at the hotel plenty of times. Now, Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Well, I'd say about 26 years later. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here and nearly turned back. I suppose not the first to find it easier to be buried, but not understand your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marion, surely you don't mean if I've been sorry to do anything.
No, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall
Oh,
giving...
yes, you have. Something beautiful.
Marion, I... Excuse me, I'm expecting a call from Hector Berlioz. This could be it.
Who's a salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
I had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
She's so off balance. You can't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now, where were we?
You were just about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, we really don't have to go into that right now, do we?
No, or ever for that matter. The librarian hasn't felt like doing much research lately, but she did plenty when you first came.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class of Alt 5. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory in Alt 5.
Why, there's certain...
Because the town was even built Alt 6. I'll see you at the sociable.
You knew all the time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came.
Why, you little...
Greg! Look, over there! He's not down here. Let's go check down by the creek.
Winthrop!
Hey, wait a minute, your son.
I'm not your son. Leave go of me.
Not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
I would too.
Would not.
Would too. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
They've called me a big liar.
Now, what's the matter? You wanted the truth now, didn't you? Now I'm bigger than you. You're gonna stand there and get results. You might as well quit with it. There's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band, just so you quit moping around feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think you're a bad kid.
I wish you'd never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said. The way every kid in River City walked around here all summer, and looked and acted, especially you, and the parents too. Does Mama wish you never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up.
I can't go, Rob.
Why not?
For the first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the door.
Greg, go here. Go that way, that way.
Come on, Professor, that way, that way.
Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who can forget our everlasting, iron-stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder areas long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what he's brought to River City. And if so, I think you'd want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's a person in this hall who doesn't think this man Hill should be tarred and feathered, please step forward. You at least step back. Have you people forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms, technical instruction books, and high-priced band instruments? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children would be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?
Think, man. Think.